Day 2 at the 10th annual Sven Reunion Race in Battleground, Washington, and we are getting ready to kick off. Qualifying practice is over. They're doing a little special presentation. Check this out.
We're going to start the day here with young Chloe Kimbrough, 4 years old, is going to join us and sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets burst left from a bursting banner gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet fly o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, so racing action's about to get underway. They're done with, I think, 2 days of practice. Thursday and Friday, these guys got to practice, and now they're ready to kick it off. Electric racing, I believe, starts things out, which is awesome. And day 2 here at the 10th annual Sven Behringer Family Reunion Race, where we all get together to remember our good friend Sven, who was an ambassador of the hobby and life in general. So it's good to have everybody out here having a good time. Diego's here.
Is this the lunch break?
So not only is there a sweet racetrack, but there's a beautiful koi pond to relax by in case the revving of nitro engines start to get to you. There's a huge swing set that's massive, like the kids swing so high it seems dangerous. And we're gonna go take a look into Mr. St. Cyr's shop. You see he's got this sweet fire pit. He's got barbecues set up for tonight. They're gonna be smoking like 80 pounds of meat for everybody. It's gonna be rad. But let's go check out the shop. So here's a shot of Rick's shop. It's on time mechanical services. He does all sorts of cool stuff. That's my VIP executive suite up there. They let me have that. It's got AC, cable TV, my own internet. It's fantastic. But he's got some hot rods over here. Super fun toys. But the thing that I like the most is this 55. This thing is a beautiful piece of machinery. It's got a big blower in it, and it melts tires on command. When I came out here for the Sasquatch race, they came and drove me around in this thing, and it was ridiculous. He's got a hobby room in here for all his hobby stuff. There's a bathroom and a shower over there for all the guests. The kids' Beamer. I think this is a Camaro that he's rebuilding also. There's a frame for this over there sitting in the corner. You see that thing? It's all done up. I'm not sure where he gets all this work done or if he has a guy come in and work on it, but super trick everything. Like racing suspension, bro. Some 17.5 electric touring car division. Spec class, as it's often called. It's a 17.5 turn motor, 2-cell LiPo. It's all 4-wheel drive sedans. There's a bunch of rules. Mainly comes down to minimum weight, stuff like that, battery voltages, and turns of the motor. And they're not allowed to use any timing in the speed control, so this is what blinky class racing. And on a track like this, I mean, these things are still ripping pretty darn good. I was talking to Andrew Doherty last night. He's like, yeah, 17.5 is fast out here. If your car's not good, it's not that much fun. So one of the easier to race classes is the theory, but in the end, spec racing is probably as difficult, if not more difficult, than any of the classes you're going to get into because you're splitting hairs the whole time. Modified touring car on the track. This is the what would be an open division, and they run 4.5s, 5.5s. Some guys probably even try a little quicker than that sometimes. Lap times are quite a bit quicker than 17.5. Cars are quicker, but same basic vehicle, just different motor speed control. Sometimes the batteries are a little different too. carrying on with more of the behind-the-scenes action at an RC car race. This is the warm-up table. So before they go out on the track to do their 2-minute warm-up on the track, they come over here and they warm up the motors, kind of basic operating temperature, get everything kind of going, and they get on the track and really give it the berries. Well, there's a lot of noise and revving of the engines the whole time. It's great. Alright, so coming up next, this is the final resort, last chance qualifier for the fastest seeds in A-Scale Nitro division, the open class. These guys are going to be taking to the track, and in Nitro racing you get this 2-minute warm-up session before the race starts. And that's when a whole bunch of action happens, so we're going to try to hang out down here and catch some of that. So during these 2-minute warm-ups, they kind of tune on the cars a little bit if they have to, but usually everything's like it needs to be, especially in these top heats. And these guys are just kind of out here making sure everything's all right, getting some temperature into the vehicle, tires, and if they got any last-minute changes. But they do. Here you go. Here's one. He's coming in. And a lot of times it's engine adjustments. Carburetors have mixture needles for high-end, mid-range, and low-end. And they get to tune on the motor the whole time, get balance between temperature and power and all that. So they most of these guys ran 30 seconds to a minute already. They're coming in making some last minute changes. The track conditions, temperature has changed a little bit. That's Tom and Sarah down at the end, the power couple of Nitro racing. They've been a team for a while. There's the pit stops happening at 30 seconds ago. They top them off. These things are running kind of right at the ragged edge, so they barely make 4 minutes of run time. So they try to bring them in last minute.
Oh, back straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are live.
Yeah, and then they're off. That's raucous. A whole bunch of melee at a Nitro race. This is what the reunion is all about. Hanging out, good friends, talking about all the things. The St. Cyr family puts on a double mega super barbecue, and everybody gets together, hangs out, has a good time, relaxes after a long few days of racing. There's swings, there's kids, there's a koi pond with lots of fish. And it is a very good time, and I think that this is why a lot of us do lots of hobbies, is all the friends you make and all the good people you meet. And this is a fine example of all of that. They have this huge swing here, and he's getting like full horizontal. That's son of Blueberry, the Brendan himself. And these dudes are getting so dizzy that they're gonna lose it. That doesn't seem good. Seems like a bad idea. Another awesome day in the books at the 10th annual Sven Behringer family reunion here at the beautiful St. Cyr property in Battleground, Washington.